And it's not just New York. Democrat-run cities with soft-on-crime policies are seeing a major surge in violent crime nationwide. Nationally, homicides have jumped 29% from 2019 to 2020. Last year's total not available yet, but it's not looking good, with many cities reporting a record number of murders last year, including Philadelphia, Portland, Louisville, Kentucky, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Cully Stimson is a senior legal fellow at the Heritage Foundation. And Cully, you've been looking into this across the country, the effects of this. What is the most important thing you think viewers need to hear?
Well, Dana, it's really a toxic trio of defund the police, demoralize the police, and then the election of these Soros-backed rogue prosecutors. And those are the cities where you're seeing huge spikes in crime because these DAs are simply pro-criminal and anti-victim. They're refusing to enforce entire categories of crime. They never ask for bail. They water down felonies to misdemeanors. And what happens? Mayhem, murder, rape, etc. And it's on them.
Cully, did you hear that report from Brian Yennis?
I did.
30 years old, arrested 24 times? That's hard to do. It takes a lot of time to make all that happen.
Not for some criminals, not for a lot of criminals, Bill. And the problem is that that's a common type of rap sheet for a recidivist criminal. And most independent law and order prosecutors, whether they're Democrat or Republican, is irrelevant, enforce the law as written. They'll ask for reasonable bail. They'll charge special circumstances. They'll enforce the law as written. But these rogue prosecutors are pro-criminal, and so they don't do that. And so what you're seeing in New York and L.A. under Gascon and in Philly under Krasner and Mosby in Baltimore and other places like that is these career criminals are laughing. They're laughing because they get to run the city, and the DA is the gatekeeper of the criminal justice system, and they're refusing to do their job.
You mentioned a lot of those cities. Let's just show everyone this map here where you have cities that saw a record number of homicides in 2021. That's not a good map. That's not the kind of map that you want to see. What kind of pressure or obstacle is somebody like a Mayor Eric Adams up against when he was testifying yesterday at a hearing with the state officials, because the state assembly has actually passed a lot of these laws? I mean, what kind of pressure is he up against to try to change that? I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, look, Dana, it's not Eric Adams' job. It's Alvin Bragg's job. They're the gatekeepers to the criminal justice system. So I commend the mayor for trying to work some common sense into the legislators in New York, but they're not going to do that. But they have passed laws, criminal laws, that allow the DAs of the counties, including Alvin Bragg, to do their job. It's Alvin Bragg's problem. The blood is on his hands. The blood is on Gascon's hands, Krasner's hands, Kim Fox in Chicago. It's more dangerous to be on the streets of Chicago on any given weekend, Bill and Dana, than it was at the height of the surge in Iraq. That's the kind of war zone and hellholes these cities have become under these rogue prosecutors' policies.
Well, it's a full-time job for some criminals, as you point out. Cully, nice to see you. Come back soon. Cully Stimson there in Washington. Thank you.
Take care.